mind if you can. I don't mind. I can drive to Virginia and sit with you.
Nah, you ain't gotta do all that. We can do everything right
I
this Zoom.
I'm dying this business, man. I'm fed up, and it's like 3 kids. My wife is yelling, man, you're not making any money. What the fuck are you doing with this shit? Just three
Yeah, I mean
years.
it's I mean this business can be hard. Like if I
I
like when
hate
I
cold calling, right? So that's my problem. I don't like begging to the realtors, and realtors act me like a shit. So that's why, and I always have this. I never thought like Facebook buy. You need to spend a lot of money to get the leads, right? And will it work?
not really. So all right, so this is that I'm the same way. I hate cold calling. I don't cold call anybody because I'm not a beggar. Like what I do is I show you, I provide the value. Like I'm giving you the opportunity. Now I don't say this, but you give that air. I'm giving you the opportunity to work with me.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what I can offer. This is what I can do for you. So, like for instance, like the Thor's Hammers challenge that we're doing, we're not calling realtors and saying, "Hey, send me a deal." We're calling them and saying, like I said, remember how I said you jump and you figure it out on the way down. So you might not have a lead yet ready to go, but they don't know that. You're working on getting a lead. So let's say if I'm calling you, hey Bernie, hey Bernie, I just sent you out this email. I just want to, I sent you an email yesterday. I want to make sure that you got it. Did you get it? They're gonna be like, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, yeah, no, I didn't get it or what have you. You know, all right. So I'm gonna run through really quick on the script. Now for me, it's just off the top of my head, but I wrote out a script for like the other people that's going to be doing it that's new. So
Okay.
you're the realtor.
You're recording this, right? I'm not going to write it down, right? You're
Yeah,
recording
yeah,
this.
it's recording. So
Okay.
you're the realtor. I'm Ryan, the loan officer. I don't know you from Sam, but I sent you the email yesterday with Thor's hammer. Hey, hey, can I speak to Bernie?
Yes, it's Bernie speaking.
Hey, Bernie. Hey, this is Ryan from Maverick Mortgage Group, powered by Nexa. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I sent you an email yesterday. I want to make sure that you got it. Did you get it?
I'm not sure. It may go. I don't know. I didn't see it.
No problem. I know, man, this market is crazy. You probably didn't get a chance to take a look at it. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. The reason why I'm giving you a call because I saw that you do, I saw you on Facebook and I saw that you do some, you work in the area short pump. I'll pick an area. You work in that area. I'm actually have a couple of pre-approved buyers that I'm working on right now. And because the market is so crazy right now, a lot of my realtors that I was working with before, they either have second jobs now or some of them got out of the business altogether. So now I'm kind of in the mix of trying to get some new realtors. If I had some pre-approved buyers that needed to look for some homes, do you have the bandwidth to take on some new buyers by chance?
Yeah, I'll look into it. Um, yep.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect, perfect, perfect. So what I'm going to do is if it's something that, would be beneficial for you once I have them pre-approved, I would like to try to send them over to you because like anytime I work with a new potential realtor because I do a lot of different marketing and outreach, so I focus on generating business for myself and then working with the different realtors to kind of, make a good cohesive team. So what I'll do, my next pre-approved buyer, if you're okay with it, because when I send them over to you, they're going to be actually ready to go. All I need is someone to show them the house and get them on the contract. And then once you get them on the contract, I'll become their best friend after that. I'll take care of it from there. But like I said, if this ends up being a good working relationship where I send you that first deal and it works out really, really good, it might be something that I can be able to, I can make you one of my, go-to realtors if you have the time for that. Because I don't know, you may be doing, 4 or 5 deals a month. You might not have that time for that. But how's that sound?
It sounds like a good. If you send me links, yep.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this is the right. Well, let me make sure this is the email that I have for you is the right email. Then I'll recite your email. And then also the phone number. I'm talking to you right now, so I already know that phone number. Let me ask you this. I'm about to get off the phone because I got another call coming up. But let me ask you this. What do you currently do to generate business?
Oh, I do. I get a lot of listings, and then and all my past clients.
Okay, so you really just work in your sphere of influence and you do a lot of listening. How do you get your listings?
It's mostly sphere of influence, I guess. A lot of my sphere of influence, and then I've tried a couple of things online and didn't work out.
Oh no, that's understandable. Well, I mean, to be honest, like you're in a good situation where you're getting, listings in this market. I mean, to be honest, you holding all the cards right. You holding all the cards right now. How are you getting a lot? What are you doing with your buyers from your listings?
Oh, and I mean, sometimes I follow up with them, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, like I said, I know you're working on a lot of listings right now, but I also come across some listings from time to time because a lot of my buyers, when they're buying, a lot of times they also have homes to sell as well. So, I think you'll be able to may help on some of my listings as well. Like how long have you been in the business?
10 years now.
Oh, perfect. So I would imagine you probably have a pretty huge database, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do
Do,
have. Yep,
and how many people you think you have in your database right now?
maybe like 600 people.
Oh yeah, so you got a good little amount. When's the last time they've been touched?
Oh, I use an app where I keep in touch with them. Like, I send them once a month or some messages, or in a festival or a Thanksgiving. I just send them some messages.
Okay,
So I
how's
keep
that?
them like every 3 months. I keep them in touch.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So that's good because I talked to a lot of realtors that, they've been in the business in the same about the same amount of time you've been in the business or even longer where they say, "Oh, I don't really do anything with them." So I've been in business since 2017. So like my data, well, again, like I said, I used to run a lot of ads. I spend a lot of money on marketing. So I got a database of like 32,000. But like because of that, I have to be so meticulous with my follow-up. One last gem I'll give you right before I go, because like I said, I got this other call I got to get to. But if you want as well, because like I said, I have a pre-approved buyer that I think that'll match well with you that I would like to send to you if you're, like I said, if you're okay with it. But if you have you ever heard of a database reactivation?
No.
All right, so this is what I just did I do it for myself all the time, but I just did this for one of my other realtor friends as well because like if you're sitting on a database of about 600 people, it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job of, at least sending them like little newsletters and stuff. But if they haven't been touched, like as far as a pulse check to see, if they're in the market still or looking, you might be sitting on probably another out of 600 people, you might be sitting on another 1 million to $2 million in, potential home sales right there. Another thing that I do for myself and a lot of my other realtors is since I have a really built out extensive system that's built out for follow up, like all my whole business is automated. So as soon as a buyer comes in, they get hit with the newsletter, they get hit with text messages and follows up almost for life. And then as my buyers and sellers come in, they're hit immediately. Do you have anything like that?
No, I don't have anything. I have a CRM where, Keller Williams gives it, but I mean, I send them manually emails, but no, I do not have anything automation.
Okay. No, that's understand. Well, let's do this because like I said, I only got about 5 minutes before I got to jump on this next call. Let's do this. Let's set up a time. Let me show you what I have. Because like I said, I feel like there's a good vibe between us. Like I said, and we'll really know after we work this next deal together. Let's set up a time and let me show you how what I do with my clientele. And then you might be able to show me some things that you do with your clientele and we can just kind of feed off of each other. And then, like I said, since you don't have a lot of automations, I can show you what I got going on. And then some of the things that you have, you can show me what you have going on. Because I literally just from my automations from people that I talked to 3 years ago, I literally get phone calls, at least 2 or 3 phone calls every single month that are potential deals just from what I have, just from automations. But all right, let's do this. What works best for you? Is Wednesday? It's Tuesday, right? My days run together. So is Wednesday good for you or Thursday?
I think Thursday's fine.
Let me see what my calendar looks like on Thursday. I got the afternoon, or I can do the evening. Do you want afternoon or evening?
I think afternoon is good at 2 o'clock or something. We can do work on.
Perfect. 2 o'clock. I can do 2 o'clock. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you on my calendar for 2 o'clock. I'm gonna set you on my calendar. You'll see when I put you in the calendar, you'll see some of the automations that I have, so you can kind of see what I got going on. And then, like I said, I got to get on this next call for this potential pre-approved buyer. This might be the one that I might be sending over to you, but we'll talk at 2, and then we'll kind of go over some things. I'll show you what I got going on, and then, like I said, this may end up being a good working relationship, but if it doesn't, no hard feelings. We'll just keep it moving. Just if you see my name come across a contract, just remember this good conversation we had. when you see my name coming off of one of my buyer's contracts if we end up not working together. All right.
Sure,
And then I just got off the phone. But like I said,
dude,
I'm not asking or
dude,
begging them for anything.
dude, man. I was laughing and I was thinking, man, this guy had so many girlfriends in high school. I'm pretty
All right.
dude,
So I use
dude,
this analogy
you
a lot.
you had non-stop ideas, non-stop. You were like, I tried to ding you somewhere. I could have ding you. So most of the realtors say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have time. I only have a prof. I already have a land. I don't have time. Even they're so nice, they'll just so rude and they keep it. But I didn't want to be rude to you. I don't want to do. But if sometimes what at some point they'll say, oh, sorry, I have few people I work with and I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
There
So
are like,
that's why I hit them with, hey, do you have the bandwidth to take on a couple of extra pre-approved buyers? Because I have some that I'm working on right now. So like it's not, I'm giving them the reason why I'm giving you a call. Hey, he just said that a lot of his realtor partners are getting out of the business or they got part-time jobs.
okay,
So that's why he's
so,
giving me a call. So I'm giving them, I asked them, do you have the bandwidth to take on any new pre-approved buyers? If they say no, if someone can't understand the opportunity, if I'm about to send you a deal, I don't want to work with them anyway because they don't have the right mindset. Oh, that's understandable. I know you're probably too busy. Let me go on and get on to the next person. But and then I'll throw that little jab in there. Well, just my name is Ryan. So if you come across one of my pre-approved buyers, you see my name on that contract. Just remember we had this conversation, and they'll laugh or something like that, and then they'll keep it moving. So like now, if they're giving me too much pushback, that just shows me that's not even if they were. I don't. More than likely, I don't want to work with them anyway. Keep it moving. There's a million other realtors I can go talk to.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let's say if
But
you were,
but my question is, are you really going to give them a pre-approved buyer? That's the question.
yeah, if I
From
get
where?
if I come across one, I'll keep them in. It depends on how the vibe goes. But the goal is, remember you saw how I switched it into seeing what they have on their database. The goal of that is really to get their database. Hey, you got a
Um,
database of 600 people. While I'm working on getting this buyer pre-approved, you probably got another $2-3 million in potential home sales just sitting in your database right now. Let me show you what I've been doing to reactivate my database and some of my other realtors, and we may be able to get you a quick deal while we're waiting for these other people to get pre-approved. Now I have their database. Their database is now in my system. I'm doing it on their behalf, but now their database becomes my database. I'm generating the deal. I'm sending out a blast form, generating a deal. If I generate, let's say you sent me your database for 600 people
okay.
tonight, and I'd
Mhm.
send out that email blast or text message blast the next day. If someone calls you or messages back on that message and calls you or messages me, I say, hey, they said they want to talk. You're hooked. I talked to you on Tuesday night. I did something on Wednesday and someone's calling you Thursday because Ryan did this for you. You're going to call me back. What can we do next? Well, let me show you. Oh, what's going on with the new buyer? All right, this is what I'm doing. I'm running these ads. I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. I can do the same thing for you if you like. I'm working on doing these pre-approved buyers, but if you want me to help you get your own pre-approved buyers, I can show you what I'm doing. Now that'll be something down the road where I'm showing you guys in the group how to run ads and all that different stuff. So it's all about